We are back with Cyndee Selections. I'm Cyndee. Kendra is with me as well. She will step in just a second, and we are going to bring you our selections for this month. My selections are going to be based on Hispanic Heritage Month, and I am bringing you 3 different selections that are very favorites of mine. Not anything super new, but something I would like to share with you. The first one is a movie titled Under the Same Moon with the famous Kate del Castillo and Eugenio Derbez. It's a movie about a mother who is working illegally in Los Angeles, sending money to her home in Mexico where her mother is caring for her young child. Unfortunately, the mother is going on in age. She gets really sick and she passes away. And the little boy is all set to hear from his mom. There's miscommunications. The little boy decides to use coyotes to come to the States to find his mom. The mom is frantic trying to figure out where her son could possibly be. It's a movie of faith, it's a movie of journey, it's a movie of self-discovery and their faith and their love for each other and what happens to possibly bring them together at the end of the movie. My second selection is a book as well as a movie, and it's one of my absolute favorites. It's Like Water for Chocolate by Laura Esquivel, and it is based in 1910, post-Civil War actually, post-Civil War in Mexico. And it's a single mom with 3 daughters, and the youngest daughter is slated to take care of her mom for the rest of her life. However, she falls in love. The mother absolutely forbids them to be in love. She marries her boyfriend off to another sister, and she's super devastated, and she loves to cook. And what she does is she brings out her passions through her cooking. And there's a lot of twists and turns, ups and downs to whether or not they finally get together in the end. It is a beautiful story. It has magical realism in it. If you get the book, there are great recipes in there. If you just watch the movie, it is subtitled, but it is a beautiful, beautiful story, none the same. And then my final selection is I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica Sanchez. And that is based on a young girl who wants to go away to college, but she has very strict parents who don't believe that girls should go away to college. She has her own hopes and dreams. She always feels like she's in constant, she has contest against her sister because her sister's deemed to be the perfect Mexican daughter who does everything that her parents want. But due to a tragic accident, her sister passes away, and then some secrets start coming to light. And the main character has to decide whether she's going to let her parents know what was really going on and how she actually comes through it all and realizing that her sister wasn't as perfect as her parents thought that they were. Those are my selections for this month. I hope you check them out. Now that we have lobby service hours, you can request them online, you can give us a call and we can put them on hold. I hope that you would consider checking out any of these selections because they are very, very, very good, and they are, like I said, some of my favorites. Now, Kendra, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Cyndee, for that amazing lead-in. All right, guys, today I have 3 books I've picked for Cyndee Selections, and the first one is Julia Alvarez, and it's called Afterlife. It's the story of Antonia Vega, who is a retired professor, and just after she retires, her husband suddenly passes away. At the same time, her sister disappears. So she has to deal with both of those things, and then when she comes home one night, there is a pregnant, undocumented teenage girl on her doorstep, and she has to also deal with that. So if you want to find out how the story ends, be sure to check out Afterlife by Julia Alvarez. My second selection is The Book of Rosie, a mother's story of separation at the border. Now, this book is a biography, and it's the story of Rosie Pablo Cruz, and it's her journey from Guatemala up north to America. And so she's traveling with her 2 young sons, and she realizes, like, once she gets to the border, that's when her real nightmare begins because her children are taken from her and she's placed in a detention facility. So if you want to find out and read about her story, be sure to check out The Book of Rosie. And lastly, this one is for the children. This one is called Charlie Hernandez and the League of Shadows. So this story is about Charlie Hernandez, who has heard stories and folk tales about mythical creatures from his abuela. One day his house catches fire and his parents go missing, so the police have to search for them, and in the process little Charlie starts to grow horns and feathers and starts to resemble some of those mythical creatures his abuela told him about. So children, if you guys are interested in this is also the first book in the series, so be sure to check that out. And that is all that I have for you today, guys. Be sure to join us next time for Cyndee's Selections.